In this video, you will host your own Discord bot list for free. This is a Discord bot list for your Discord bots. So, we can have tags here, we can search, we can look at the docs, why not? We can go to the dashboard, view recent feedback, we have different themes. We can view bot listings and edit them like this. If I want to say hi, the bot overview, I can spam hi, why not? Update, but there we go. So some form values are invalid, so that kind of failed. But here we go, we have an audit log, why not? To show the changes, we have a widget, and you can add that to your website, whatever you want. We have our API key here to post stats. We have our bot page, very cool. And we also have the source code, which is here. Link in the description. Let's get started. Hello there. So, now what we're going to do is we're going to go to glitch.com and we're going to clone dbots.co. Now, we don't want to get this one, we want API. So, let's copy this link. It will be in the description, so the API repository, okay. I'm going to use this project. You can use this if you want, instead of having to import it yourself. That will also be in the description. So, it's currently importing, that is cool. So, we need to find what bot we're going to use for this tutorial. So, I'm going to use 1PG demo for this. So, if we regenerate here, go on token, make sure you create a bot application and create a bot user. We're going to use this. So now, we create a new file called config.json, and this will hold all the valuable information, all the secret information we need for our bot. /bot list. So now we have the bot and we have the token. Let's copy the token, put it in there, copy the client secret. Cool. There it is. So the owner ID, what is that? Only type that if you want to get spammed with errors from the dashboard /website. Activity, that's what's under the bot username. ID, that's the bot ID that we're going to use. So, the bot ID is in here in the URL. Or you can copy the client ID, that's sufficient. That's used for OAuth too, and logging in. So we have a log here, or a server we're going to use to test. So, first of all, make sure you have developer mode enabled. So you can copy the server ID. It's in settings, but we're going to copy the ID of 4PG test server, and then we're going to put it in here. It's already in there. We're also going to copy the role that we're going to use for the log channel, or the bot role. We're going to copy the bot role, which doesn't exist for some reason, so let's make a bot role. So this will be automatically given to a bot when they join the server. And the dev role ID is what is given to the bot developer after they add a bot to a list. Very cool. Now, make sure the API URL is this, no slash at the end, and it should end with a V1. And the port should be 3000. Support invite, that is the invite, the end of the invite to your guild /Discord server. Dashboard URL. Now, let's copy this. We're going to use this. Let me name this dbots demo or something. Okay, so we're going to actually, instead of localhost here, now we keep API v1 at the end and we put no extra slash. We put this here, exactly how it is, but with your project name here, and then we use the same thing for dashboard URL without the slash. Boom. Okay, we're nearly done. What are we missing? Okay, we're missing one thing, which is the Mongo URL. Now, if we come here, go to MongoDB Atlas or whatever MongoDB supplier / provider you want to use. And this is a new account, so I'm going to make a new project, continue. So, free cluster, let's create one. Anywhere will do, it does the job. Okay, so whilst that is being completed, we go into network access. Now, add IP address, allow access from anywhere because the glitch IP changes on a regular basis. Confirm. Okay, now we're going to create our database user. So, I'm just going to put user and we're going to give it a password. Auto generate secure password. Very cool. Okay. I seem to have forgotten the password. It's here. Let's open Notepad so we can write this down. Password, it's user and password. Okay, now our cluster is set up. We can press connect. Now we're going to connect with our application. So copy this link right here. We're using Node.js. Go back to our Notepad. Okay, so user is our username. And instead of password, we're going to add this. Like that. DB name is, let's call it dbots right there. Okay, that's pretty much it. Now we can copy this into config.json Mongo URL. Now, a thing to note, this config.json may change at any given time. So, check readme.md for any updates. Okay, now our app has loaded. Just ignore this. This is an external library, but let's see if it's working. So open in new window, show. Cannot get slash. Okay, now the last step is to go into API, source API server, and comment something out, uncomment this out, should I say. And what that will do is it will render in dist, in the dist folder, it will render this and allow us the website to actually work and allow us to see it. Okay, now we're connected to the database. You can ignore this error, but let's go into a new window and Angular is loading our bot list. No bots. It's quite sad, but there's no bots. Let's log in. Okay, we have an issue here. What is that? Invalid OAuth2 redirect URI, and that is always caused by something, a mismatch with the config.json. Okay, the config.json is hidden, so remove it from readme, and then refresh, and you should be fine. So it's a mismatch between the two, but if we add HTTP or whatever we're using this. Let's add the redirects now. Okay, Control V. Now, we're going to redirect to dashboard, and we're going to redirect to API/v1/auth. No extra slashes, exactly like that. If you're going on glitch, you don't need these localhost, just these two down here. That should be fine. Okay, so let's try that again. Let's log in now. Okay, we're logged in. We have themes, whatever you want really. In bot.ts, we want 24/7, nearly 24/7. We want it to keep the server alive by internal pinging, so set interval. So we're going to ping this server every 5 minutes to keep it awake. So set interval 5 times 1000, well, 5 times 60 times 1000, that's every 5 minutes in milliseconds. So let's get our dashboard URL here, and then we're going to fetch this URL. Now, what is fetch? Well, we need require node fetch. That is fetch. And that will fetch this. And then keep it alive every 5 minutes. So there we go, we have our bot list. Everything should work. If it does not, then you can always go to, being spammed, but you can go to dbots. The link to that will be in the description, or you can go to ADAMJR community. That will also, your questions will also be solved and answered there. Very cool.